Armenian vandalism against Azerbaijan's cultural heritage continues today. The destruction of the Tepebaşı mosque in Irevan is another proof of this. The silence of international organizations against the backdrop of what is happening further encourages the other side.
Each of the mosques built in the territory of Irevan Khanate, including the city of Irevan, was an example of national architecture. Unfortunately, over the years, these valuable monuments of Azerbaijani people have been destroyed and distorted. Although there are enough facts, documents and records that prove these monuments belong to Azerbaijanis, no one cares about this. The Blue Mosque, built in the middle of the 18th century under the instruction of Sayyid Ali Khan, has been made Persian in recent years under the pretext of repair and restoration. This time, the target is an ancient place of worship, Tepebaşı Mosque.
Destroyed monuments are also a heavy blow to our religion. The destruction of mosques, pilgrimage sites and other places of worship indicate that Armenians and Armenia are not adapted to the modern world. On the one hand, Tepebaşı shows the ancient history of Azerbaijan, and on the other hand, it is an example of Armenian brutality and vandalism.
Tepebaşı Mosque was a place of worship for Azerbaijanis. It is in danger of being destroyed by neglect. The Armenian government points to the lack of funding as a reason for the monument state. However, this argument is not valid. These vandal states of Armenia are a sign of barbarity not only from a religious point of view, but also from an architectural point of view.
There are special decisions made by UNESCO which directly control the world cultural heritage. If a crime is committed against the historical national cultural heritage of a nation, an ethnic group, if it is destroyed, this is considered the most serious crime of genocide in terms of international law.
The most interesting point is that for some reason, these acts committed by Armenians against the religious monuments belonging to Azerbaijanis remained out of the attention of international organizations.
Armenians carried out vandalism and brutality on toponyms, architectural monuments and all monuments reflecting the historical heritage of Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, international organizations ignore this vandalism policy of Armenia, and they do not pay attention to the appeals of Azerbaijan and do not give them a political assessment.
Unfortunately, UNESCO, which shows that it cares for the so-called Armenian heritage in the territories liberated from the occupation by Azerbaijan, is not acting in the same manner when it comes to our historical heritage in Western Azerbaijan.
Even after the war and the restoration of historical justice, we face the continuation of the double standards of international organizations. In particular, I would like to highlight the UNESCO here. Some statements of UNESCO and other international organizations against Azerbaijan once again revealed their double standards in this matter.
In short, the picture does not change. As usual, Armenia pursuing a policy of terrorism and observer international organizations. Azerbaijan is resolute to restore justice by dictating all the norms and principles.